Well, it's a beautiful May weekend. We are not in Maryland, we are in New York, and we have summer-like temperatures, and it's a perfect day for the running of
the first annual PUPreakness Stakes,
featuring our Cavalier King Charles Spaniel racers. Before we get a close-up look at our race dogs, I'd like to give you a dog's eye view of the race course. This, of course, is run on turf, but we have some interesting aspects that I would like to introduce. This is the dog's view from the starting gate. Once the starting gate is open, the dogs go into this area leading to the first ever jump featured in a dog race that I'm aware of. Once they make it over the jump, they're in the clear, guided only by the caution tape. Oh, well, you'll notice there are dogs checking out the course. There are plenty of noses from the maple tree that are on the ground, which is why we refer to this race as the Run for the Noses. And as we come down through this nice long sprint, we approach the end of the turf, and that line between the turf and the patio pavers is our official finish line, as Apple wants you to know. One interesting note this year is that I think it's going to come down somewhat to a war of the colors, because we have all four Cavalier colors represented in this race. So let's get right to the business of meeting our competitors.
Generally considered to be our strongest competitor, Apple is in the prime of her life at not quite 5 years old, and she has always shown a great proclivity toward correct movement. I think she's going to use that to her advantage. She's going off as our favorite at 5-2 morning line odds. At just over 2 years old, Sherlock is a good youthful choice. He is Apple's son and must have inherited some of Apple's speed. So he is actually listed as one of our other favorites, going off at 3-1 odds. Watch him go. We all know the 4-year-old Bella as the 2 years running reigning champion of the Easter egg hunt. The big question today is, will she be able to carry those skills over to the racetrack? She's going off at 5-1 odds, a good solid bet, so we're going to be watching her closely. Betty, otherwise known as Chicken Nugget, is a newcomer. We haven't really seen her perform, but she is Bella's daughter, so she may have inherited some of Bella's talents. So at not quite 1 year old, she is a bettable long shot at 15-1. We all know 9-year-old Bootsy. She's lived a good long life. She has other accomplishments that she has seen during her lifetime, including some trick dog titles. But will her advanced age interfere with her ability to keep up with the youngsters, including her own daughter and grandson? At 18-1, she's a good long shot, so let's see what she can do.
Well, our turf track is ready to go. We're getting the dogs near the starting gate. We have our camera set up at the finish line to capture any possible photo finishes. So let's see if we can get this race underway. And our very capable crew is just getting the dogs into the starting gate. Looks like they have them almost loaded and ready to go, so we're awaiting the start, and they're off with the Rubies taking the lead, followed closely by the Blenheim and a fast approaching Tricolor, and at the finish line. Well, that was just too close to call from this angle. Our officials are requesting that we take a look at a slow motion replay, so let's take another look at that race. As they come out of the gate, you can see the Rubies taking a tremendously fast lead. Little Sherlock was holding up his own, but coming around on the outside, there goes Apple making a really good move and then coming to the inside. Looking at it from the front angle, it looks like the two Rubies coming in right away, with one of them taking first and the other one second. Of course, old Bootsy holding up the rear. And looking at our finish line camera, there you can see the photo finish. The closer Ruby Betty has her foot on the finish line, but if you look up behind her, by a nose, Bella wins the race. And of course, Apple made a good showing, less than a full length behind. Well, the experts have finished their photo analysis, and the winner of the first, hopefully not last, PUPreakness Stakes, you're going to get steak for that, is Bella by a nose. Congratulations, Bella.